let's talk about how to fuel your emotional gas tank for sustainable productivity, performance, and profits. And this is all about the secret practice of feeding your faith that it will happen. Your goal, your dream, your target, it will happen. But the same way that you water your plants, right, on a regular basis so that they can continue to grow, the same way that you feed yourself to fuel your body or fill your gas tank, you have got to fuel your emotional gas tank. Let's talk about it. I'm Sensei Victoria Whitfield, founder of strategicmeditation.com, where I help stressed out, self-employed, spiritually sensitive individuals like yourself, like myself and my clients. I help you to release the stress that may be draining your energy and your ability to follow through with the tasks that you've set and help the people that you're called to. Be kind to yourself. This is a love letter video for you, right? My goal is to make sure that after we've spent some time together today, that you've increased your energy so that you can increase your income and impact. Big hugs and love. Like, share, subscribe if that speaks to you. So let's talk about this. How to fill your emotional gas tank, right? How to make sure that you're fueled and nourished for the journey ahead is a secret practice of fueling your faith every single day. At the beginning of the day, you want to set the tone first thing for filling up your faith gas tank. The same way that when you get into your car and you're about to go on a drive, a long-term journey, you make sure to gas up first, right? You make sure you have enough in your tank to sustain you over the course of the wear and tear, the work that the car is about to do. The same thing is true for us as human beings, right? As self-employed people, as entrepreneurs, business owners. It takes energy. And I'm talking emotional energy, right? Enthusiasm. It takes energy to show up and deliver, to show up and to keep enduring in being productive, in producing, in helping people, in putting yourself out. It takes energy to continue to show up and deliver. And we have goals that we want to hit, right? Sales goals, leads goals, the amount of transformation that we want to see, the legacy that we would love to leave behind. It takes energy, and that is emotional energy. Day after day, week after week, month after month, and year after year, right? And after 15 years of doing this, I can tell you, it takes emotional energy. But the average person who's unaware of emotional energy in general will think that they just need to push harder or suck it up, buttercup. This is work. This is life. Everybody has to work hard. How you feel doesn't matter, right? Our society has raised us and influenced us, brainwashed us, to think that how you feel isn't relevant to you showing up and delivering and being effective. But actually, the science shows us completely different, that for humans, they are not machines. And humans are fueled by energy, emotional energy. Jim Rohn even says sales is a transfer of enthusiasm, right? So the more that we are able to have enthusiasm and to be enthusiastic about the opportunity to serve and about our ability to make positive transformation and connect with others, the more that we feel better, the more that we do better. And how you sustainably do better, right? Over time, that you endure in doing that, is you dedicate the first fruits of the day, first thing, to feeding your faith that it will happen. Repítame. It will happen. It will happen. It will happen, right? And it will happen for you, that you believe, that you don't just wish that it'll happen for you, right? Making it, serving more people, right? Or finding love or getting to your goal weight, whatever your goal is, you have got to believe and not just wish. And that's where we're going to bring in our chapter study, right? And discussion. This, by the way, is our 5th episode discussing chapter 2 of Napoleon Hill's book, Outwitting the Devil, The Secrets to Freedom and Success. Now, this is his sequel to Think and Grow Rich, which is like his super famous book and all-time bestseller. But this is little known. It was released 70 years after his death. Like, this is a wonderful book that is specifically about the angel and the devil on our shoulder, around, especially the devil of self-sabotage. If you get in your way, this book is for you. And we're discussing chapter 2. So on the topic of faith as your fuel, right? And making sure that you believe that it's going to happen for you, and you're not just wishing, hoping, praying, daydreaming and fantasizing. No. The shift from wishing to belief is essential. And Napoleon Hill talks about it actually here in chapter 2. Here's what he says. I am not a prophet, but I can, with all due modesty, predict that every individual has the power to change his or her material or financial status by first changing the nature of his or her beliefs. Do not confuse the word belief with the word wish. The two are not the same. Everyone is capable of wishing for financial, material, or spiritual advantages, but the element of faith is the only sure power by which a wish may be translated into a belief, and a belief into a reality. And right here is an appropriate place at which to call attention to a real benefit which anyone may experience by deliberately using faith in focusing attention upon any form of constructive desire. The mind acts upon one's dominating or most pronounced desires. There's no escape from this fact. It is a fact indeed, quote, be careful what you set your heart upon, for surely it'll be yours. A prayer is a released thought, sometimes expressed in audible words and at other times expressed silently. I, Napoleon Hill, have observed by experience that a silent prayer is as effective as the one that is expressed in words. I've observed also that one's state of mind is the determining factor when prayer works, as well as when it does not. My conception of the other self, or I would say the higher self, which I have tried to describe, is that it merely symbolizes a newly discovered approach to infinite intelligence, an approach which one may control and direct through the simple processes of mixing faith with one's thoughts. This is only another way of saying that I now have greater faith in the power of prayer, the state of mind known as faith. Apparently opens one to the medium of the sixth sense, through which one may communicate with sources of power and information far surpassing any available through the 5 physical senses. There comes to your aid and to do your bidding with the development of the 6th sense, a strange power which, let us assume, is a guardian angel who can open to you at all times the door to the temple of wisdom. The 6th sense comes as near to being a miracle as anything I've ever experienced. And it appears so perhaps because I do not understand the method by which this principle is operated. This much I do know, that there is a power or a first cause or an intelligence which permeates every atom of matter and embraces every unit of energy perceptible to man, that this infinite intelligence converts acorns into oak trees, causes water to flow downhill in response to law of gravity, follows night with day and winter with summer, each maintaining its proper place and relationship to the other. Tying this back to faith as your fuel. So in this passage, Napoleon Hill breaks it down that having faith that it will happen is a state of mind where we believe instead of wishing. So my spirit guides are telling me to say that the difference between a wish and a belief is expectation. Positive expectation of like, yeah, it's going to happen. That right there, that feeling of course it's going to happen. Yeah, it's going to happen. That positive expectation, that is you being in faith, and that is your emotional gas tank. You have got to feed your faith because your faith is your fuel. It is the fuel for your life, but especially the fuel for your goals, your achievements, for your business. Feed your faith first thing, whether it's when you wake up in the morning or first thing when you get to the office or first thing when you start your work day, if you're working from home and your office is right here, right wherever you are. Start by feeding your faith that it will happen. It will happen. It will happen. What is it, by the way? What is it, right? What have you written out? Have you gotten clear on what you want to see from this work day? Are you clear on what targets you're looking to hit? Are you clear on what your strategy and your plan is? What's your goal? Wonderful. If you've checked that box, and that's a huge box to check, but once you get clear on where you're going, what's the vision, you have got to have the gas in the tank to eventually get you there, right? And in order for you to have that, it's emotional. That is emotional fuel that's going to get you from point A of I don't have it yet, but I know what I want, to point B of I know what I want and now I have it. Emotional fuel in your gas tank. Feed your faith first thing. I'm going to go to the card of the day. I don't know who this message is for, but my spirit guides are saying you really needed to be reminded, like, if you aren't doing it yet, do it, right? Feed your faith first thing. And if you've kind of gotten lax in your practice, right? Your miracle morning, your morning journaling, your morning meditation, your morning affirmations, right? Your morning reading, your definite chief aim for all of those who do Think and Grow Rich. Now's your reminder, pick that back up. It's time. Feed your faith first thing, because your faith is your fuel. The card of the day is the 3 of Fire. 3 of Fire. And this is as an affirmation. It's right side up. By the way, this is the first time I've ever seen and looked at this card in this deck. I've had this deck for years, so interesting. Abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. So fire has to do with taking action, getting your hands dirty, implementation, right? Execution. 3 is about direction, right? Divine direction and knowing that you're guided. So you're headed in the right direction is what the 3 of fire card means for short. But I'm going to read. Congratulations. This is your golden time of celebration and success. However, it's not the moment to rest yet. You need to keep going with the next project. So step back and review all that you've done and then create a blueprint for the future. You need to look at things with an eye to the long term. You probably feel good about how far you've come, but no resting on your laurels. It's important to keep the fire of enthusiasm burning for the heights you might still attain. Patience may be required while you await results from your previous decisions. Use this time to explore the possibilities for how to promote your business or talents. Additional meanings of this card: managing people, a thriving business, self-satisfaction, seeking wise counsel, taking an important job, business travel, okay? So you heard it right there. You've got to maintain the enthusiasm so you can keep going, right? Fire. Fire is go, go, go. Like, let's take action. Keep at it. You're headed in the right direction, but what's going to give you the energy to continue going and continue going to new heights? Okay, so you got from point A of, I know what I want over here, but I don't have it yet, to point B of, okay, I know what I want and I have it, to now to C is what this card is bringing up of like, okay, you got that. Now what do you want? And then rinse and repeat to the next level. But what's going to give you the ability to make it there is the secret practice of fueling your faith. Your faith is the fuel that takes you from where you are to where you want to go in life. And it's emotional enthusiasm. It will happen. It will happen. Yes, yes. So with that, if we get to this point in our discussion, you're thinking to yourself, okay, I got to feed my faith, Victoria, but I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really feeling it. I don't feel connected to my miracle morning practice, or I'm doing it and it's not doing it for me. With love, you need a clearing. And so the clearing that I'm going to recommend to you is a strategic meditation, the strategic meditation of the day, which is available in the Be Visionary movement, right? This is my community, my private community and membership, where we have 9 live meetings a month, where we practice strategic meditation for business, right? Very specifically, this is visualization meditation for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs, strictly. So we love everybody, and we do meditation so that we can help more people and make more money, because we're doing more good in the world. So if that speaks to you, again, click the link in the description, skool.com/BE, Visionary Movement, all one word. Type that in the URL, join us so that you can do the visualization of the day to shift your state. If you're not feeling it about like, I don't really feel like I can follow through with the action step of the day of feeding your faith, right? And revitalizing your miracle morning. Here's what you're going to, for those of you who are on school, or if you just joined, welcome, thank you. Go into the search bar at the top of the screen, whether you're in the app on your phone or if you're at your desktop, and type this in. Bali, Sensual Angel Healing Massage. Bali, that's B-A-L-I. Bali, Sensual Angel Healing Massage. 19 minutes. So my spirit guides chose this as the strategic meditation of the day because sometimes as we get into the drudgery and the monotony of continuing to deliver and market our businesses, we kind of lose this feeling of abundance. Or we're looking at the bills and looking at how many leads we got or opportunities to speak or sell. We lose this feeling of being lit up and faith-filled of, oh, absolutely, it's going to happen, obviously, right? This, again, Bali sensual angel healing massage, strategic meditation, is designed to clear any barriers to you feeling absolutely lit up, absolutely engorged with positivity and your wealth, your royalty, your wisdom and abundance. I get the chills just thinking about this meditation. It takes you through a clearing and filling experience where you are deeply opened to knowing that you have everything you need and that you are blessed and attracting all your desires. It's about bringing you into deep relaxation, luxury, and abundance. That's what this visualization is for, to support you in getting into that state of it will happen. Because it absolutely will, obviously, right? Do this meditation as part of your first thing, strategic meditation, miracle morning, right? To set the day off right this week. Now, if you would like my help with that, going deeper, if you're ready to take it to the next level and go deeper into this, if you need help feeding your faith on a regular basis, I'd love to help you with that. Just comment the word session below and I will reach out to you on social media, DM you so that we can set one up. Otherwise, if you're listening into this and you don't have the ability to comment below, go ahead and go to victoriawhitfield.com/contact to book your free call and let's connect, see how I can help. I'm sending you so much love. Mwah. Remember, you do not have to lose your glow as you grow in life and business. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.